The game Vintage Story allows you to play almost any way you want. Right from the start, you can adjust most of the settings in the game to fit your desired gameplay style. In my original guide to Vintage Story World settings, link at the top of the page, I help you understand all the World Gen settings. The game has been updated since that video. There are new menu options along with some really nice visual updates. Let's take a look. Hi, it's Drax. This is the part at the beginning of the video that everyone skips. For those of you that didn't jump forward, enjoy watching and listening. Might you consider supporting me further by visiting my Ko-fi or clicking on the join button on this video? Alright, that's it. Back to the video. The biggest update to the world settings menu is the new tabbed view. They've reorganized all of the options into easy-to-view tabs by category. Now, instead of endless scrolling, you can just bop around the tabs. It's wonderful. There are a handful of changes, updates, and additions to these menus. Here they are in no particular order. The world's survival options are the same with two changes. In Homo sapiens and in wilderness survival, you can no longer create water source blocks with a bucket. This means when you place water in the ground, it will not create an infinite source of water. I'll tell you what, the water draining out graphic, pretty cool. In the wilderness survival mode, lightning now causes fire if there's little rain for over 10 days. This is such a big change. While I have not done a new wilderness survival challenge yet, we had fire spread with lightning on our first 1.2 server. It was not fun. All right, on to world settings. The max world height for survival worlds is now capped to 512. The note from the dev was a comment about creates ugly terrain if over 512. Also, anything above 512 breaks the lore locations, so a good change. There's a new checkbox for fire from lightning. If checked, it will allow fire to start and spread via sky electricity. You can build lightning rods in-game to help contain lightning when it strikes. I love this option, but I think it needs some balance. Once a fire starts, it spreads and spreads. In the early game, it's very hard to control and stop. Goodbye, happy trees. The other new checkbox is Prevent Liquid Source Transport by Buckets. If this box is checked, you cannot create infinite water sources in the ground. I like that this option's been added, but I'm not sure I will ever use it. Will you? You can now adjust creatures' swim speed. The default is set to 200%, but you can adjust it from 50 all the way up to 300%. I would love to see 0%. Drifters can't swim? Story, structure, distance, scaling. Say that 10 times fast. Story, structure, distance, storage, structures, distance. So this has to do with lore content. If the lore is enabled, this will determine how far you have to travel to reach the game lore. The default is set to 2.5 hours of travel on an elk. It can be adjusted from 15% or a shorter travel time, all the way up to 300%, a farther travel time. You've always been able to adjust certain deposits in the ground, tin, copper. Now, there's a setting to adjust all deposits. The global deposit spawn rate can now be adjusted from 300%, an epic ton, to 60%, a whole lot less. This one is so tempting to set all the way to the max. Remember to check out my full guide, link in the description if you need help setting up your new Vintage Story world. Do you have a setting you use every time, no matter what? Share your favorite World Gen setting with me in the comments. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. The video's over. Now it's time for you to do your part. Follow, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.